Obviously this scuttles your plans to, a large way, having, the people who lost. How do you now go ahead with UFC 200? Does Frankie Edgar get a title shot? Where do you go?
I don't know. We'll see how this thing plays out. You know, we weren't planning 200 till tonight played out anyway. So it's not like, listen, in 16 years in this business, the one thing you don't ever do is think you know what's going to happen, because you don't. That's why I always say the odds makers in this town are nuts. They are nuts.
And lastly, George was sitting here, and it didn't seem to be a coincidence that Conor's talking about he's fighting at 170, and all of a sudden George was in the house.
Trust me, that was a coincidence. There was no plan to have. Other people were asking me tonight, was he going to call out George, or was none? That was never a plan.
Well, I guess just to build on that, was there any discussion at all, though, with George? I mean, that's always the rumor, is whether he'll come back or not. Was there any movement?
It's still a rumor. I mean, George just wanted to come to the fights tonight. Have we been talking to George? Yes, we have. But who knows? I honestly, right here, right now, don't know if George still wants to fight. I don't know.
Fair enough. And, of course, you don't matchmake, but with this loss with Conor, is the primary responsibility for him right now is to go back to 145 and defend that title? I
mean, I think that's what makes sense. You know what I mean? I mean, Tonight was one of those nights. This was a fight. This is what this thing was built to be. This is what it was, everything that we talked about, and it lived up to everything that it was supposed to be. It was awesome. I mean, that fight was, I was saying to these guys earlier, so many celebrities tonight were interacting. When you deal with people who've seen it all, done it all, been everywhere, the big sporting events and everything, and everybody's standing around going, holy shit, what just happened? That's fun. You know what I mean? Tonight was a great night. The co-main and main event were amazing.